This is a Hope 1032 podcast.
Good morning. I'm John North here to help you start your day the best way possible. And that is starting it reading God's Word, taking time with God, building your relationship with God so that all through your day you're communicating with Him. The Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. And that means there's this constant chatting, not flippant discussion with God, but respectful, but still all through the day, bringing things up with God, listening to Him, considering what He is trying to say and do in your life. There's nothing better than living each day in relationship with God. We're looking today at Psalm 129. This psalm says, "Many times they have persecuted me from my youth up." Let Israel now say, "Many times they have persecuted me from my youth up, yet they have not prevailed against me. The plowers plowed upon my back, they lengthened their furrows. Oh, the Lord is righteous. He has cut in two the cords of the wicked. May all who hate Zion be put to shame and turned backward. Let them be like grass upon the housetops, which withers before it grows up, with which the reaper does not fill his hand, or the binder of sheaves his bosom. Nor do those who pass by say, 'The blessing of the Lord be upon you. We bless you in the name of the Lord.' May all those who hate Zion be put to shame and turned backward." You know, following God leads to peace. It leads to joy in your life. It leads to a sense of fulfillment. God is working in my life. God is using me today in the lives of the people I'm encountering all through the day. There's peace. I'm right with God. But those who hate Zion, walking away from God, always leads to shame. Isn't that right in your own life? Whenever you have turned away from God and gone the other way, you end up just ashamed of where your life has gone. That's not what you want for your life. You have to learn to look at the end result of where you're headed. Don't just look at what you want to do right now. That's certainly what the enemy of God would want you to do. To just think about what feels good now, do what feels good, live in that way, live for pleasure. But if you don't think about where you're headed and what the end result will be, you'll almost always be disappointed and ashamed and full of regret. The best kind of life is the life with no regrets. And that kind of life comes from living God's way, choosing God's direction. When you think about the long run and what you want your life to be like in 20 years, in 30 years, in 40 years, then you would always choose God's way, because the people who live for God end their lives satisfied with life, full of meaning, glad that they went the way they went in life. You've got choices today as you go into this day, choices that have to do with your response to God in your life. Why don't you start your day right now with a little quiet time, praying, listening to God, getting your life on the right track. I'm John North.